Well, good afternoon. I'm Nick Cummings with Schrader Real Estate and Auction Company, and we're here at the Geesling auction that'll be held tomorrow, January the 10th at 10:30 in Washington Courthouse, Ohio. With me today, I've got Ronnie Geesling and Zach Heiner from Schrader Auction Company. Ronnie's here on behalf of the family, and Butch was an extremely great caretaker and had an excellent line of machinery. And Ronnie, just explain a little bit about Butch and the history of your family and of the operation here that you guys had in Washington Courthouse.
We came down here on this farm in 1967. My dad and Butch and another brother, John, and myself. We all farmed this up until 1972, plus some other ground. And then in 1972, I kind of got out of it and went on my own. And Dad and my brother Butch, they had this until Dad retired, and then Butch had it from then on. And he loved farming, and he wasn't about to quit, even though he was 71 years old. He had plans for next year, what he was going to buy and what he was going to do. And this was just a sudden, unexpected event. And he loved farming, like I say, and if he could get to go to Louisville Farm Show or the Farm Science Review, that was his vacation. That's just what he loved to do, and I guess if you're going to go, he couldn't have picked a better way. That's probably the way he would want to go.
Well, and as Ronnie said, Butch was an extremely great caretaker, and it's sort of a unique situation here. Butch had farmed a farm here in Fayette County, which was known as the Iman Estate. And the Iman Estate was basically a farm that Mr. Iman had left in a trust, that the trust went to Fayette County. The county here benefited from the Iman Trust. And Ronnie, just talk just a little bit about the Iman Trust in terms of where the money went over the years and how they did things.
It went to a lot of different charities in Fayette County. I'm not really sure how many or everything, but there's just a lot of different charities benefited from this income from this farm. They had other incomes besides the farm, but it was left to go to the county, different charities, and it's been that way for I don't know how many years, for years.
So it's been a very well-known farm here, and Butch was what, the third tenant, I believe. Delbert Beekman farmed it before Butch?
Delbert Beekman farmed it before we came here, and then there was, I know at one time when I was going to school, Delbert had part of it, and another family had some of it, and then somewhere along they put it all together, and Delbert had himself for a while, and so it's I don't know how many tenants, how far you go back. I just don't know. I guess I didn't listen to my dad long enough. He was a pretty good historian and everything. But Dad was 101 years old when he died, and Butch was 71. I guess we all thought it was probably going to go on forever, but it just didn't work that way.
Well, there's a lot of history here, and getting back to the auction, Butch was an immaculate caretaker. I believe most of this equipment here was purchased new. There might be one or two pieces that wasn't purchased. So Zach from Schrader's here has spent a ton of time working here and understanding the equipment and what's going on. So at this time, Zach's going to talk to you just a little bit about the highlights of the equipment that we're going to be selling tomorrow and go through some of the equipment items. Zach?
Yeah, thank you, Nick. Hey, we got a superb line here. The 2013 Kinsey 3600 planter only planted a little over 700 acres. We have a 2012 Kinsey 3600 1631 splitter planter, and then we come right into the great lineup of tractors here, along with the 9400. The 2005 8420 has 1660 hours. The 8100, the 8000 series tractors are just hard to find with that low hours. You got the 8100 tractor with about 3600 hours, right on down the line to the 2013 6430. Hey, that tractor's got about 160 hours on it. Down into the 4450 Power Shift 1986 model with 6200 hours. And like Nick said, hey, the tractors speak for themselves. I mean, immaculate condition here on the tractors for the age and being used equipment. Down to the combine, the 2010 9670 combine there with about 630 separator hours. Some other pieces that's had a lot of interest and a lot of phone calls, you get into the day cab Peterbilt, and You got the big grain cart lot there, but the day cab Peterbilt a lot of calls, and we've had calls as far here from Texas, Minnesota, and New York. Today, along with the live auction, we're going to offer the internet bidding here at the sale, you know, and that draws a wide crowd, and I think we have about over 1,000 registered bidders here, you know, that's registered to bid on Schrader's internet system, you know, so a lot of those will be taking part and viewing and watching and bidding along tomorrow also.
Well, like Zach said, I mean, we are very, very honored and pleased at Schrader's to have the opportunity to be here and to work for the Geesling family. Again, it's a sad situation for the Geesling family to have someone like Butch that loved agriculture and loved farming and took such pride at what he did in a community of taking care of this property, and not only the property but the equipment. It's a great opportunity for anyone that is looking to purchase used equipment. There's not very many opportunities that me and Zach have, all the places we've been across the United States, to sell equipment that a gentleman had purchased all brand new from top to bottom, and very, very excellent equipment that we'll be selling. The one thing that we can say to any of you that's watching that would like to know more about the equipment auction, you can visit our website at www.schraderauction.com. You can visit that website to go through the items and the equipment. You can also go ahead, if you'd like to register to bid online, you can work through Zach or go to the website and get registered to bid online at the auction. But we thank you for the interest, and if you have any questions, feel free to call our office at 1-800-451-2709. Again, I'm Nick Cummings with Schrader Auction Company, and my good friend Zach Heiner from Schrader Auction Company. We hope to see you at the sale.
Thank you.